All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Block Runner. My name is William, always here with Iman.
What's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
All right, man. Back in the studio. I got serious shit to talk about.
Yeah, so apparently we're discussing an impending doom on the altcoin market,
It's
and it has to be coming, dude.
I don't know. See, that's what we're here to debate and kind of bring some. Dude, we said this the other day.
Some
right?
reality.
Yeah, we're trying to maintain a composed perspective with what's going on in these markets, as opposed to what the rest of y'all watching this usually see is Moon Boy 24/7, dude.
Take a look at this, dude.
Okay.
Bitcoin's at 38,500.
All right. What's happening, dude?
And it's breached my my wedge, and it's hanging out here, dude.
Okay.
So
what does that mean to you, dude?
it means
It means maybe those Moon Boys were right all along, dude. Maybe we should just be like, fuck it, dude. YOLO all in, dude.
Well, I think we're trying to determine whether we're at the tip of the bubble, and
we're definitely not that.
well, not the big bubble, but
Yeah.
a short-term bubble.
Yeah.
Kind of like we experienced in September when all the DeFi tokens dumped.
Yeah, that was a very localized niche bubble, and all you have to do is go back to September, look at the charts of all the DeFi protocols.
Yeah.
It's obvious, you
Yeah.
know. And we had that necessary multi-month cooldown phase, and now we're re-entering that same euphoric. It's reflected in the gas prices.
Yeah.
It's reflected in the social media sentiment towards crypto and altcoins and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of indicators of I don't know what to call it, just caution.
Yeah.
Be cautious in these markets, you know, especially if you're just now beginning to buy, right?
Well, check this out. I mean, we had the huge bubble burst in January 2018 for the altcoins, and we're surpassing all-time searches.
Yeah.
For specifically crypto and Ethereum.
Yeah. I mean, and we have other relevant potential search terms there that aren't even pinging the radar yet because they're not discovered, right?
Yeah.
By the retail sector. Polkadot. We have ICO up there just because I wanted to see at what point does DeFi and ICO correlate to one another? You know, because ICO mania was obviously the driver in 2017 of that cycle.
Just like we think it's going to be DeFi in this cycle.
Yeah, pretty sure. And I mean, you could see maybe if you zoom in hardcore. I don't know. Yeah, the green is the ICO, right?
The green is ICO, yeah.
And the purple is DeFi.
Yeah. So we expect DeFi to be this green over at the end of 2021.
Yeah, just whenever the end of this market cycle happens, right?
Yeah. And also something to note is in January. So right now we're in February 2021, which is similar to February 2017. And we had little nuggets of searches, not until March when Ethereum started picking up.
Yeah.
So we're expecting the same thing. So imagine this peak at Ethereum is going to be this tiny peak somewhere. Could be something like this.
Yeah.
March timeframe. And there's going to be a lot more searches, therefore a lot more retail, and therefore a lot more pumpage happening.
Yeah. I think that's the big takeaway here. I think obviously there's a lot of retail involvement because these Ethereum and crypto search inquiries that's enough evidence for me.
Yeah, but let's give some perspective. So let's remove Polkadot because nobody's searching for that, and let's re-add Bitcoin because this really gives us some perspective, in relationship with all these other. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see Bitcoin basically dwarfs everything.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot more searches on Bitcoin, but the notable thing is that it dumped past January.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go back to the charts for Bitcoin in January, it was around right here. When it went from when it breached 30K, that's when everybody started searching on it, and then it dumped. Which I don't know if it correlates with this.
I'm pretty sure it does, dude. Once the action stops, people lose interest pretty quick. This is retail sentiment. Obviously we haven't lost interest because we recognize there's still a ton left to be developed. DeFi is only just beginning.
Yeah.
It hasn't even 100% proven itself as a concept yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it has in the sense that we have big name protocols like Uniswap and Aave generating like legitimate like annual
Yeah.
like return. Well, I don't know if to classify. I mean, just let's call it revenue.
Yeah, and that was one of our better performing videos too.
Yeah,
The
Aave.
yeah.
Yeah, Aave is crushing the game for sure. But the point is, I don't know. Like the point is, why are we talking about this if we know in the long run, like this technology is so fundamental and it's going to change a lot of things, right?
Well, that brings up another question. Is like, why do we care about this little bubble popping if we know in the long term, in the next year, I mean, everything's going to be going up?
Yeah, we have plenty of indicators to back that up, right? For one, your Bitcoin moon math, like we're not there yet.
Yeah.
We're subscribing to the moon math like it's our new Bible, right?
Yeah.
So if the moon math says that we have like a whole 50% or more remaining of this market cycle, right? Like, what's there to worry about in the long run,
Yeah. So if we dump from here to below this line, we're going to reach $30,000 here, and then it's just going to hang out at 30, then it's going to go to 31, then all of a sudden it's going to break this line again and it's going to hit 60,000, then another correction, and then all of a sudden 150,000 and 200.
Yeah, then things get really squirrely.
Yeah.
Then we really sound the alarm bell. So this is like a try, dude. This is a fire alarm, dude.
Yeah.
This is our first fire test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we want to be there with you guys whenever this thing hits like peak euphoria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to all have a consensus with one another and like somehow be able to like dislocate ourselves from the market.
Yeah.
Like sentiment, which is like too bullish during those times. Like right now it feels too bullish. You go on crypto Twitter, everyone's just like, just collectively cooming like with each other. Like, dude, everyone's getting rich, right?
Yeah.
So nobody wants to be that guy. We're like, hold on, bros. We need to like slow down a little bit. Nobody wants to be that voice, like that party pooper.
What do you mean? Like Uzi, who has embedded a diamond into his forehead?
Well, I don't know if that's like has any relevance to what we're talking about.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the man who embedded a diamond in his forehead is asking that is telling everybody that Ethereum really works.
That's true. That's a good point, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so
hold on, dude. Zoom in on that diamond. I want to make sure that shit's not shaped like Ethereum. Like, is it?
I mean,
oh my god, dude! I can make the argument that that's literally an Ethereum diamond. You know what I mean?
It could.
It could.
You're right. It could.
Dude, now, oh my god, is this like a trend? More people are doing this?
There we go. I think he's just blinging out, dude.
Wow, unbelievable. But regardless, so
and then we got Mark Cuban, of course. He's shilling a bunch of his NFTs now.
Literally an NFT moon boy at this point. I think he has like business reasons to do that, though. I think he is. The speculation is he's got his hand deep in that NBA Top Shot.
Yeah, as he should,
because he's an NBA owner.
Yeah,
he owns one of the big teams, so he has a vested interest on discovering new marketable products for his team.
Right.
So NBA Top Shot. It makes sense now. He's like shilling NFTs at his industry, but this is a guy who notoriously was pretty bearish on cryptos, from what I heard.
Yeah,
especially Bitcoin.
Yeah, he shat on Bitcoin for the longest time.
But they all start out like that, right?
Yeah,
they all start as haters.
But the biggest indicator of all time is Logan Paul with Bondly.
Yeah, dude. Now this one scares me.
Yeah, so he says this is wild, and I haven't even done our NFT sale yet.
Yeah. So that's what's so beautiful about NFTs, and that it is such a good onboarding tool for normies. You know what I mean? Because it's all you have to do is create some kind of brand product, and you're in the crypto space now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that brings up to another. I mean, we're kind of all over the place, but we want to let everybody know that potentially OpenSea might be dropping a coin.
Oh yeah.
And I guess one of the best ways to make sure you get an airdrop if they do this. So this is pure speculation.
Yeah, we're speculating because we've seen this in the past where there are protocols in existence that have a solid user base.
Yeah.
But without a token.
Yeah.
So what did they do historically? Airdrop those tokens to their users.
To actual people who used the protocol.
Yeah, because the whole idea behind these tokens is just supposed to be governance tools.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be vehicles for people who are actually interested in the future development of these protocols to have a voice, as far as implementing changes to it.
Right.
So, what better collective group of people to assign that governance power to than your actual users,
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, the speculation is what? start buying as much shit on OpenSea as you can.
Yeah, I mean, we have really cheap NFTs. I'm just
What?
saying.
Let's plug.
Yeah.
Time to plug our NFTs, dude.
Yeah, so we have really cheap NFTs. I guess I can bring it up here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Dude,
That,
shameless plug, dude. Fuck it, dude.
That only costs $1.50.
See, this is more reinforcement to my bearish sentiment, dude. Even we become even we have become like total sales guys. You know what I mean? Like, no, but these are cool.
Yeah.
These are legit NFTs, boys and girls. This is the future of
this represents actual work put into
yeah.
into
And
digital form.
I think there's actually a lot of applications to these NFTs, like in the sense, I mean, just capturing moments in time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not? The NBA is doing it with their players. Why can't podcast personalities do the same thing?
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
So,
but yeah, these are cheap, very cheap. If you want exposure to OpenSea, you don't want to be buying like $100 NFTs, right? Like,
yeah, because then they're not even worth that much.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna care either. I don't think they're gonna allocate distribution of their token based on like purchasing volume. They could, but very unlikely. It'll probably just be there's gonna be like a snapshot, I'm guessing, of like all their addresses that have interacted with the protocol.
Yeah.
Right?
It could.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we don't know.
This is pure speculation, so
Yeah.
definitely just
they might not airdrop at all.
Yeah.
They might never even make a token. Like, they might just not give a fuck. But we'll see.
So ultimately, the takeaway is,
Be
are we going to
cautious.
see a little dump here?
Or not? Yeah,
An altcoin dump.
just because it feels very euphoric. And we know, so based off of these Google search trends, this isn't like a retail-driven euphoria yet. This is very like industry insider euphoria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of like the same money just recirculating into the altcoins. I mean, if you've been in the market this whole time, congrats to all of us, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we've done pretty well over the last few months.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just it's good to be mindful of I guess where we are and what's to come. You know, just remain composed is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and ultimately, I think we gotta trust the moon math here, and like if this is where we're going, a little dump here is not gonna really change anything.
Yeah,
So,
it's not.
And right now, I mean, gas fees are so ridiculously high to just kind of exit your positions is too expensive,
Yeah,
and then you're like risking, all the future gains potentially.
It's definitely a barrier, to try and in and out of this market. The gas fees barrier right now, but I think that's another catalyst why this market needs to cool down. We're seeing a lot of projects, their main priority for good reason is layer 2 integration.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to figure out like how to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are. There's some projects that kind of like they've publicly vocalized their commitment to certain things, like synthetics is balls deep into optimistic Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like OpenSea is using Matic. That's being thrown around. I guess I don't know if those images are legit or not, or if they're leaks. I don't know. But there's
I think it's just their discussion on Discord.
Okay.
So I mean, they're talking about it publicly, but nothing's like set in stone yet.
Okay. But if you want to know the image I'm talking about, it's a picture of the OpenSea marketplace on the Matic network. It's like a beta image or something like that.
Right.
So I mean, it's happening. But it's not going to happen like next week. These protocols need a few months to really test out these protocols. So I don't know. I think the market correcting here is a good opportunity for them to kind of re-implement this tech. So that by the time the real retail FOMO kicks in, we'll be ready for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be important in order to keep that retention, like you're saying, to have not $100 gas fees just to move around an NFT.
Exactly. Especially, we just said NFTs are a great normie onboarding tool. But what a terrible experience that is for somebody who's never been exposed to this market. Like, $100. I want this Soldier Boy NFT. Like, this thing looks dope as fuck. I love Soldier Boy. I've been a fan for years. Let me go to this website, and it's like, hold on, you need to give Ethereum, like, what the fuck is that? $150 just to buy this thing. You know what I mean? You're like, hell no, dude, I'm not doing that. You're crazy.
Yeah. So
that's a huge problem. And I mean, we'll see what happens, man. In relation to that, I don't know if you want to pull up XDAI chart. XDAI has been on a mega heater.
XDAI. Oh, one other thing we wanted to show you was the DeFi. Like another reason why we think DeFi is in a little bubble. And
Yeah.
So let me go to the first page here, and Chainlink number 1, of course. And if you look at the 7-day like chart here, everything's up at least 50%.
Yeah.
And
At least minimum.
this doesn't seem really sustainable. So that's another piece of evidence to suggest that, the end is near, at least in the short term.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it. We just need a healthy
Look at this.
correction at this point.
287%, dude.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Bondly. Logan Paul, here it goes.
Yeah, that's the Logan Paul effect, dude. He's going ham in NFTs.
Yeah.
You know? If you know anything about Logan Paul, like whenever he starts shilling things, that's usually the end.
Yeah.
But see, that's part of the conversation, the debate. Like, what do you guys think? Like, is this to be expected? Like, if our industry, our sector is to mature, like, should we be threatened by like these celebrity personalities,
Yeah.
like existing and like being one of us?
I think, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because I think this year is when we're going to onboard a bunch of institutions. I mean, Michael Saylor's, he's doing little conferences talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's a whole different sector, though. Institutions, like they kind of creep their way in. They don't let it be known.
Yeah, but as soon as
Yeah.
but as soon as Bitcoin starts creeping up, like more people do research on Bitcoin, and then once they do research on Bitcoin, they buy Bitcoin, and then they get into Ethereum, and then all of a sudden they're in DeFi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think ultimately the signal is Bitcoin, and I think with the institutions jumping in, I mean, we're just going to see nothing but up.
Yeah. Ultimately, the best strategy at the end of the day is always to hold.
For sure.
Like, dude, trading is like the worst thing you could do in this market. Like trying to time like tops and bottoms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it might be so obvious, like, dude, what we're looking at here, everything's up 100%, 200%. Some 10x, 20x's over the last 2 or 3 months. Like,
yeah.
It's pretty freaking obvious we need a correction, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're going too high too quickly. But
Yeah.
as long as you like are aware of like the end goal and where we're going, like maybe a year from now or so, 10 years from now, even as an industry, if you have those kind of balls where you could hold for 10 years, even better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you're that's definitely the wise thing to do. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because by trying to time this thing, all you're going to do is cut your stack every single time.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're going to trade yourself out of the market completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. We speak from experience too.
Yeah, totally. So
But
yeah, keep holding on, boys, but be cautious and, don't neck yourselves if like all of a sudden
if
your portfolio goes down 50% tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're looking at a chart and the 90 days looks like this, you might just want to wait this one out, in terms of,
like if you're just now thinking about buying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't give you financial advice.
That's true. That was not financial advice, even though it sounded like it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because nobody knows. Especially us, we don't know what's coming next. Whether that's just like hold on, that chart is like the most beautiful, like bullish pennant, and like leg 2.0 is coming up.
Yeah.
Or if that thing's about to just dump, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But just be cautious, and I don't know. But just keep doing your fundamental research. That's what we're gonna keep doing.
Yeah.
Keep our head like on what really matters, what's actually being built. You know what I mean? And that's what we've been doing, dude, for the last couple of years. So
yeah. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner and also at MetaZone.io. If you think we're in a little bubble, let us know in the comments. If you think this train's going to keep going, just let us know in the comments, and we will see you in the next video.
All right, we're out. Peace.